Question 1. For every 38 pupils, there were 2 teachers. So this tells us the ratio. Pupils is to teachers. 38 is to 2. And there were 216 more pupils than teachers. So that's the difference. So 38 minus 2 is 36. So therefore the difference between the pupils and teachers, 216. In order to find 1U, is 6. So how many pupils went on the learning journey? Pupils is 38 units. So 38 times 6. 228. Question 2. There were 32 cars and 3 white motorcycles in the car park. How many wheels are there altogether? Okay, so the car wheels, 32 times 4. Motorcycle wheels, 3 white. Each has 2, so this gives me 6 white. So total wheels will be both of them together. That will be 128 plus 6y, which gives us 128 plus 6y. So 128 plus 6y wheels. If y is equals to 8, how many wheels are there altogether? So 128 plus 6y, y is equals to 8, so we substitute. So this becomes 6 times 8. So 128 plus 48. 176. So in January the average temperature was 28. In February the average temperature was 32. So we're supposed to find the percentage increase in the temperature. So in order to find percentage increase, we will take the increase out of the original times 100. So the increase is 32 minus 28, 4 degrees. Out of the original one would be the one that happened first. So January happened first. So out of 28 times 100 out of 1. So 4 out of 28 times 100. And we're supposed to round off our answer to 2 decimal places. So I'll first write my answer to 3 decimal places, which is 14.285. So I can round off to 2 decimal places. 1, 2. I check the third. So this is 0.29. 14.29%. Question 4. 4 friends shared the cost of a birthday gift equally. So this is the gift. 4 of them shared it. However, when calculating the amount for the share, one of the friends made a mistake, divided by 3 instead of 4. Okay, so this is the mistake where they actually divided by 3 instead. Each friend ended up paying $2.80 more than the correct share. So this is the correct share, this is the wrong share. This is one person, this is one person. This is more. Each person ends up paying $2.80 more. Okay, so if this one is $2.80 like that, I can also cut $2.80 here. And I cut $2.80 here. So over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 units. This one I have 1, 2, 3 units. Which means this, and this, these 3 280s $8.40 would make up 1 unit. Because over here I have 4 units, right? Over here is 3 units plus 840. So 1 unit would be 840, which means that's 1 person. So that's the answer. What should be the correct amount of each share, which is 1 unit? Question 5. 1 watermelon, 5 apples cost $10. So 1 watermelon plus 5 apples, $10. 1 watermelon plus 12 apples is $14.90. So if I take $14.90 minus $10, I get 12 apples minus 5 apples. And 1 watermelon minus 1 watermelon, I have no more watermelons left. So 12 minus 5, 7 apples. 7 apples is equals to $14.90 minus $10, which is $4.90. So I can find 1 apple, which is $4.90 divided by 7. And that gives me 70 cents. Question 6. So Leslie's monthly salary, I'm going to draw 1 bar. This is his monthly salary, out of which he spent $750 on food, and he spent $3,700 off his remaining salary. So this portion is the remainder, and he spent 3 out of 7 of it on transport, which means I'm going to cut the remainder into 7. 1, 2, 3. This one was spent on transport, and this is the leftover. After that, he had 1/3 of his salary left. So the leftover, this portion here, is actually 1 out of 3. Okay, so now over here is 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So I'm going to change my numerator to 4 just to make it easier. So this portion is 4 out of 12. So the leftover is actually 4/12 of his salary. If that's the case, 1 unit is actually 1/12. So this is 1/12, this is 1/12, this is 1/12, this is 1/12. Remember we cut into 7 equal parts just now? So all these will be 1/12, 1/12, 1/12 as well. So the whole thing is the salary, which is 12 out of 12. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 12 out of 12 minus 7 out of 12, we're left with 5 out of 12, which means this portion here is 5 out of 12, which makes it 5U. So 5 units is $750. 1 unit would be $750 divided by 5, which is $150. Let's answer the question. How much did he spend on transport? Transport will be 1, 2, 3 units. 150 times 3, $450. Question 7. So the lampposts were installed on the new stretch of road. The space between each lamppost, 2 lampposts, would be 25 meters. How much did it cost to install the lamppost on a stretch of road measuring 3.2 kilometers? So in the first place, I need to convert kilometers to meters. So from kilometers to meters, I will multiply by 1,000. So 1, 2, 3. 3200 meters. So first I need to find out how many 25 meters there are, because each space is 25 meters. So 3002 divided by 25 to find out the number of spaces. I have 128 spaces. If I have 128 spaces, there will be 129 lampposts. So each lamppost costs 55, so 129 times $55, $7,095 total cost. ABCD is a parallelogram. Parallelogram means you have 2 pairs of parallel lines. Parallel, parallel. BAD is equal to 104. ABD 29. We're supposed to find BCD, this one. Simple. Opposite angles are equal. So angle BCD is equals to angle BAD, which is equals to 104 degrees. Part A. Part B, CBD. CBD, we're supposed to find this. Okay, so now, see we have parallel lines, right? And like that. So this is a C angle, or interior angles. So basically, you have parallel lines, something that cuts across, C. Which means this and this, these two angles will make up 180 degrees. Okay, so angle CBD will be equals to 180 degrees minus 104 minus 29. 47 degrees. Oops. That's for part B. So question 9, a graph question. I will actually, let's go and find out the values for each of them. Let's check, from 0 to 10. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so each line represents 2. So for isotonic, it would be 38. For yogurt, be 22. Soft drinks, we don't know. Hot beverage, 44. So question A, how many more packets of hot beverage were sold than isotonic? So hot beverage and isotonic, to find the difference. 44 minus 38 is equals to 6. That's the answer for part A. Part B, 35% were soft drinks. So soft drinks 35% means the rest of them would be 65%. So how do I know? 100% everything minus soft drinks 35%, left with 65%, which would make up the isotonic, yogurt, and hot beverage. So let's add everything up. 65% is 38 plus 22 plus 44. $104. So to find 1% is 104 out of 65. And to find 35%, because we need to draw the soft drinks, 104 out of 65 times 35. It's 56. So we will have to draw it in the diagram. 56 will be 2, 4, 6 here. And somewhere here. Okay. That's it. Okay, question 10. We need to find out. So one roll is 15 meters. Let me convert this to centimeters. From meters to centimeters, we times 100. So this is 1,500. So if one roll is 1,500, I need to find out one roll she can cut how many 40 cms out. So one roll 1,500, each piece of string needed is 40. So if we were to divide, 37, there's a remainder. So remainder 20 cm. So 37 pieces of 40 cm string. This is per row. So she needs to tie 160 parcels. That is 4. And there's a remainder. 2. So I still need 2 more strings. So this is the number of rows. So 4 rows will not be enough. What is the least number of rows needed? So because 4 rows, then they're still short of 2. So you will have to get another 1 more row. So the answer is 5. Okay. So question 11, we're actually dealing with 2 triangles here. So we have triangle WXZ, which is this one. Okay, and we know that the area is. And we also have triangle, the shaded one, which is this one. Okay. Now one thing you need to notice is that the 2 triangles share the same base. And the clue in the question tells us that YZ, which is this, which is the height of triangle WXZ, is 3/4, meaning this part is 3U of VW. So VW is 4U. Okay. So they want us to find the area of the shaded triangle VWX. Essentially the ratio between the 2 of them, because they share the same base. So triangle WXZ is to triangle VWX. The ratio is 3:4. So if triangle WXZ is 18, if 3 units is 18, 1 unit will be 6. So in order to find the shaded triangle, will be 6 times 4, 24. That's the answer. Question 12. Container was filled with 78 liters of water. At first, 112 liter was used. So let me find the remaining water. 78 minus 112. So you can use the calculator for this. Seven out of 8 minus 1 out of 12. You know, sometimes I find that using the calculator for fractions takes me a longer time. 19 out of 24. So this is the remainder. So this remaining water was poured into bottles, each with a capacity of 1/6. So this is being poured into smaller bottles. Therefore we divide. So 19, 24, divide 1/6. Get 4 3/4. So 4 3/4 bottles. Alright, so the answer for part A would be 4 bottles. Part B, how much water was left? I have 3/4 of a bottle left. Okay, so I have, you think about it, I have 3/4 of a bottle left. And a bottle's capacity is 1 out of 6. So I have 3/4 of a bottle left. So this will tell me the amount of water that's left. Okay, so let's do cross cancellation quicker. 1/8. Part B, the answer is 1/8 liters. Question 13 is a set question. So 10 cars, 1 set. So let's find out. So 2,500 is 1 car. If he sells 10, 25,000. So on top of that, he gets the bonus of 3,000 for every 10 cars. So this one, including the bonus, $28,000. This is the 10 cars plus the bonus. Let's call this one set, alright? So, in this period, he earned a total of $127,000. So let's find out how many sets of these he sold. So $127,000 divided by 28,000. 7. Okay, so you get 4 remaining. Let's go and find out what's the remaining. Okay, so what I do to find out the remainder. So if I take this divided by this, get 4 point something. Okay, but the decimals mean nothing to me. So I know 4 wholes. Let me work backwards to find out what's the remainder. So 4 sets of 28,000. So I'm going to find out 4 sets of 28,000 and take the difference, 127,000, subtract my answer earlier. So remaining of $15,000. So this tells me 4 sets, yeah? 4 sets of this. Okay? So the $15,000 remaining, let's find out how many cars he sold to get $15,000. Each car, $2,500. That's 6 cars. So 4 sets. So they asked us how many cars did he sell, right? So 4 sets, each set 10, right? So 4 sets of 10, including the 6 cars. So that's 40 plus 6. Total of 46 cars. Question 14 is a guess and check question. I will do assumption. There are 60 questions. Okay. So I want to find how many questions did she answer correctly. I'm going to assume all are correct. If we assume all are correct, we're assuming all 60 questions are correct. She would receive a total of, she will get a total of 60 times 3 marks, which is 180 marks. Okay, but that's not true because she only got 140 marks. So let me find out the difference in the total. The difference is 40 marks. Okay, so the scenario between a correct and a wrong, so neutral ground is here. If you get correct, you will earn 3 marks. But if you get it wrong, deduction of 2 marks. So the difference in the 2 scenarios is actually 5. Okay, so I will take 40 divided by 5, 8. This is the incorrect. 8 wrong answers. So out of 60, if she got 8 wrong, means she got 52 correct. Okay, question 15. We know that city, so it's like city 1/3, Bala 3/4. Beginning they tell us the difference, at the end they tell us the difference as well. So for this type of question, I'm actually going to use the LCM method to solve. Okay, so what's the LCM method? I'm going to take the 2 fractions, 1/3, 3/4, take the denominator, find out what's the lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple is 12. So with that, both sides for city and Bala, I'm going to start with 12 units. But that's not true. They don't each have 12 units at the beginning. City had 285 more than Bala at first. So I'm going to add 285 for city. So this is what they had at the beginning. Then I'm just going to systematically write down what happened because city spent 1/3 of her money. So I'm going to minus 1/3 for city. So vertically, 1/3 is 4 units. Then I'll need to find out what's 1/3 of 285. So 285 divided by 3, 95. So city spent 95. As for Bala, he spent 3/4 of his money. So 3/4 of 12 is 9 units. So now I'm going to do a vertical subtraction. 12u minus 9u, Bala is left with 3u. As for City, 12u minus 4u left with 8u. 285 minus 95. She still has this 190. Now in the end, City had 330 more than Bala. Okay, City's amount is 8u plus 190. Bala has 3u. In order for them to be equal, I need to add 330 to Bala. Because City has more than Bala in the end, Bala has 330 less than City. So I'm going to add 330 to Bala so that they are equal in the end. Okay, just so I have an equation to solve. So with this, I know that, okay, I'm going to shift the smaller unit over. So invisible plus with 3u, I bring over, it becomes a minus 3u. And it's a plus 190 here, I'm going to shift over, it becomes a minus 190. So units wise, I'm left with 5u. And as for the numbers, 330 minus 190, 5u is 140. So 1u is equals to 140 divided by 5 is 28. So the question wants us to find Bala at first. Bala at first is here, which is 12 units. (336). Question 16. So we're dealing with the same coffee machine in store A and store B. So it can be a little confusing. Let's write down separately. So the usual price in store A was 144. So usual price, that's 100%. And this was 96% of the usual price in store B, which means in store B, 96% of the price is 144. Question A asking us for the usual price of the coffee machine in store B. So I just need to go down to 1%, which is 144 out of 96. I'll leave it as that. Usual price 100%. So 144 out of 96 times 100. $150. That's the answer for part A. Part B. What was the discount given for the coffee machine in store A during the sale? So during the sale, both stores gave the same percentage discount. And during the sale, the coffee machine in store B cost 112.50. Okay, so if the original price in B is $150, so the discount given is 150 minus $102.50, which is $37.50. So next we need to find out what's the percentage discount. We take the discount out of the original price, which is 150, times 100. (25% discount). So if store B gave a 25% discount, means store A also gave a 25% discount. So what was the discount given? They want in terms of dollars. Okay, so the percentage discount in A was also 25%. So the discount given would be 25 out of 100 times the original price. $36. That will be the answer for part B. Question 17, I'm going to try to make sense of it by drawing a model. So we have Sally and Bernice. 1/3 of Sally. Okay, so Sally is somewhere like that. She has 3 units. So 1/3 of Sally, if I compare it with Bernice, they're saying this is 16 more than 1/4 of Bernice. So So if I compare 1 unit of Sally and 1 unit of Bernice, the difference is 16. Okay, so which means for every unit of Sally I can cut. And Bernice actually has 4 units. So I've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4. So the model actually looks like that. The next day, Sally baked more cookies, and her total cookies increased by 1/3. If her total cookies increased by 1/3, remember earlier, this was 1 unit of Sally. This is the other unit. This is the other unit. So if she increased by 1/3, means hers look like that now, 1 more unit. And Bernice's family ate half of the cookies that she baked. So Bernice's family ate 2 units out of the 4 units that Bernice baked. So in the end, Sally had 82 more cookies than Bernice. Let's see. Sally, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units plus 16 times 4. And Bernice is left with 2 units. So the difference between the two of them is actually 82. So this one is actually 4 units plus 64. So the difference between the two of them is 62, means that this minus this is 82. So 4u plus 64 minus 2u is equals to the difference. Sally minus Bernice. So if I were to put them together, 4u minus 2u plus 64 is equals to 82. So 2 units plus 64 is 82. So 2 units will be 82 minus 64. 18. So 2 units is 18. 1 unit will be 18 divided by 2, which is 9. The question wants us to find how many cookies did both girls have all together in the end. So in the end we have 1, 2, 3, 4 units. 5, 6. So 6 units plus the 64 that Sally has. The answer is 118.